What's up, guys? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I am Chris Pratt, the co-leader, and this week is a horror battle week. So last week was a theme, and I'm trying to think of what I reviewed. Last week's theme, I'm trying to think. For some reason, I can't remember what it was. I don't know why. I just blank out for some reason. I can't remember what it was. I think, yeah, it was their slasher thing. That's what it was. I apologize, guys. It just been a crazy week for me. I don't know why I didn't remember that we reviewed slasher films. But yeah, last week was our slasher theme, which we, reused that theme because we did it last year. And I reviewed, I think I reviewed Final Exam. Mike Schenkel reviewed The Burning. Vanessa reviewed Sleepaway Camp. And Jordan, I think he ended up reviewing Dress to Kill, I think. Maybe. I could be wrong. But if you guys haven't checked out those videos from last week, please go do so. And if you guys haven't seen the Jay Sloan's video, please go do so. I think he reviewed he battled the Babadook, I think that's how you pronounce it, versus Insidious. That was a really good video, so check that out, guys. So the two films that I'm going to be battling for you guys today, you can probably tell what that is already. The Sleepaway Camp films. Two sequels. Personally, my favorite two sequels. There's another sequel. Well, technically two sequels, but I don't think the fourth film really counts because it's only like 15 minutes. But they are recently released Scream Factory Blu-rays, which I'm very excited to check out. I haven't really got down to kind of check them out. I haven't got to sit down, check out the transfers too well. I thought it looked pretty good, but I want to dive into the special features and the making of. I want to see all the good extras. But without further ado, the films I'm going to be battling are Sleepaway Camp 2 from the year 1987, I think. Yep, 1987. And Sleepaway Camp 3 from the year 1988. So going to be going over the plots of each film briefly. Going to be starting off with Sleepaway Camp 2. Just going to read off the back here for you guys. 5 years after the horrific slaughter at Camp Arawak, Angela has created a new position for herself as a counselor at Rolling Hills. Angela is about to teach bad campers, quotation mark, bad campers, a brutal lesson in survival when they are sliced, stabbed, drilled, and much worse. So that is the basic plot. It is 5 years after the original. I just want to say, at first, I hated the original film. I didn't hate it. I was just very disappointed by it because I thought it was going to be a classic, like up there with Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, TCM, Psycho, Black Christmas, stuff like that. And I was so disappointed. But then I watched it again, and I loved it. Every time I watch Sleepaway Camp, the original, I love it even more and more. It's just so stupid, so cheesy, but I have a blast watching it. Just wanted to get that out there. I love the first Sleepaway Camp. And I love the tone of it. But with this one, it takes a totally different tone, totally different direction, and I enjoy it. I think it's cool. It is 5 years later. They do add more comedic elements, and Pamela Springsteen plays Angela this time, and she has a personality, and that's kind of cool because Angela in the first film is played by, I'm trying to think of her name. How did I forget her name? Wow. I apologize. I don't know how I forgot her name. I didn't have her on Facebook. But the actor who played her, she was just very creepy. Did the bug eyes and everything. But Pamela Springsteen, she actually has a personality in this film, Angela does. And it's kind of cool because you know that she's going to kill them and that she's playing a big, like a big charade, She's acting all goody and nice. And, you just see it coming, but they don't. I mean, I like that. I like the little comedic elements in the film. I think it is a pretty good horror comedy. So going to be moving on to Sleepaway Camp 3. Going to be reading the back here. Welcome to Camp New Horizon, where an autumn retreat brings together a group of ambitious, rich kids and, I'm trying to think, what is that word? And surly, I guess? Surly city thugs for an experiment in sharing under new management. This is an ideal setting for the notorious psychopath Angela Baker to join the camp and do what she does best, eliminating immortal teenagers with everything from a knife to a lawnmower. So that's basically the basic plot for Sleepaway Camp 3. I don't know how long it's been. It don't say. I don't think, if I can remember, I don't think it says the time from, Sleepaway Camp 2 to 3. But she just added a new camp, and she's doing what she does best. I mean, she's back at it. She's killing them. It's pretty straightforward. It's a sequel to the second film, and that's basically the plot of Sleepaway Camp 3. I'm going to be taking them out of the slip so I can show the original poster art here. So going to be going over, I'm going to say round 1 kills. Which film do I think had the better kills? Was it Sleepaway Camp 2? Or was it Sleepaway Camp 3? Now this right here is really the point of these films, is to watch teenagers get brutally murdered. And you do get that. I do like the kills within the Sleepaway Camp franchise. Personally, I think my favorite kills are from the original, maybe. I mean, they have good kills in these, but I just like the style that they did in the original. I'm trying to think. I don't know. They have really good kills. They have a lawnmower death in this. They have, like I think Angela burned somebody alive in a tent. I did like the kills in this one. And I like the kills in this one, too. I'm probably going to give it a tie, guys. I just think the kills are pretty good in both. They're very entertaining in terms of kills. I think the kills are really good. So, round 1 is a tie. Round 2 is story. Which film do I think has the better story? With this one, it's 5 years later. We see Angela back. She's a counselor at a new camp. I kind of like that. I think it's cool to see where she's been at. Well, we really don't get that, but what she's doing 5 years later after the original, the events that took place in the original is what I'm trying to say. I like that, I like that, and I like how it's totally different from the original. It still has elements of the original, but to me it has a different tone. I like that. I think it's really cool. The third one, it just really follows the second one. I mean, it's just new camp. And it's the routine formula of the second one, or the first one, to be, precise. I mean, it's just a new camp. She kills. There's really no, how she escaped. There's nothing really like that. So, honestly, round 2 goes to Sleepaway Camp 2. That means that Sleepaway Camp 2 has 2 points, and the third one has 1. So, round 3 is going to be acting and directing. Which one do I think had the better acting and directing? Talking about, characters and the directing. Sleepaway Camp 2. I do like some of the characters in Sleepaway Camp 2. You have, I think, Renee Estevez. Yeah, she's in this. I liked her character. But really, other than her character, I wasn't too big. You do have one camp counselor. I forgot what his name was. He's the blonde guy. I forgot his name, really. I can't believe that. I liked his character. And then you have Angela. I think that's really it. I wasn't too big on the characters. They weren't bad, but I just wish that they were kind of, I don't know, just more developed. But the acting I thought was pretty good. Pretty cheesy, pretty standard for, this type of film. And the directing, it's what I expected from this type of film. So, I mean, can't really say that the film has great acting or anything, but, it wasn't bad, I'll just say that. Cheesy acting from a cheesy franchise. Part 3, I thought the acting was probably about the same, and the directing was the same, but I think I might like the characters a little bit more in Part 3, because you have, I'm trying to think of their names. That's the thing I'm worst at. I cannot remember names. You have I'm trying to think. I can't remember their names, but you have the black guy who fights with the Mexican guy. I love that, how they fight and they just throw each other on the table. I thought that was really cool. I like both their characters. You have the lead girl in this who, I can't remember her name for some reason. But I do like her. I thought the ending was funny with her. You have some guy named Herman, which I thought was hilarious. I liked his character because he's a weird, peculiar little person. He's just very weird. But entertaining and funny at the same time. And then you have, I think it's, his wife, who's annoying as hell. I can't stand her. You have a cop who was actually had a son who's in the second one, who he's coming back to make sure that these killings don't happen. He's kind of on the lookout for Angela, and I thought that was pretty cool. At least they brought something, you know, from the second film into the third one to kind of give it some kind of, you know, continuity, you know, kind of continuation there. But with that being said, I'm sorry that I can't remember their names. I have to go back and rewatch these. I'll probably give it to, I don't know, I'm probably going to give it a tie. I think, you know, the acting and directing and, you know, the characters are probably equal. So I'll give both films a point there. So that will be Sleepaway Camp 2 will have 3 points, and Sleepaway Camp 3 has 2. Round 4 will be Killer, I guess. You know, that's the only thing I can really think of right now. You know, Angela's a killer in both of them, obviously. But which performance do I like better? I think she's good in both, Pamela Springsteen, but honestly, I'd probably have to give it to Sleepaway Camp 2. I like her performance just a little bit better than that. You know, the camp song, I'm a Happy Camper, I thought that was hilarious. She's good in the third one too, don't get me wrong, but I just think I like her performance in the second one a little bit better, and I just think I like the second film overall just a little bit better than I do the third. I think both sequels are, you know, good fun. Definitely check them out if you do enjoy the Sleepaway Camp films. So I guess with that being said, Sleepaway Camp 2 has won this horror battle, guys. Like I said, check out both of them. Check out both of them if you're a fan of the Sleepaway Camp films. Overall, I think I like the first one the best. But these are, you know, good little films. Good little, you know, decent slasher films. You won't get, like, a lot of character development, but you will get good kills and a good performance by Pamela Springsteen. And I guess that's really all I can say about these films. Just check them out. Leave a comment down below, guys. Which one is your favorite? Sleepaway Camp 2 or 3? Or the first one? Or maybe even the fourth one or fifth one? Whichever one you guys like the best, comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time on Late Night Frights. Peace.